Hello and welcome back to Gabe's little Elite Elementalist armor preview videos. I have saved up a few new armor since the last time I made a video, so why don't we go check them out. We will start off with the Elite Flameforged. This armor belongs to the Prophecies campaign. You can get it within the Granite Citadel for 60 platinum, 350 cloth and 35 scales. Personally, I'm not much of a fan of the armor. The aspects I do like are the details upon the arms and the legs. But in general, I'm no fan. No, so don't ask me why I bought it. We will continue with the Elite Ice Forged, which is also an armor from the Prophecies campaign. And you can also get it within the Granite Citadel. It will cost you 60 platinum, 350 cloth and 35 chitin fragments. I do like this armor. The only thing with the armors from the Prophecies campaign is that they look a lot like the normal armors. We now have the Elite Stoneforged, another armor within the Prophecies campaign. You can get it within Marhan's Grotto for 60 platinum, 350 cloth and 35 granite slabs. I really like the details on this armor. You can honestly say, like, I'm a stone. This is the Elite Aeromancer from the Prophecies campaign. You can get it within Marhan's Grotto for 60 platinum, 350 cloth and 35 bolts of damask. I'm no fan of glitters, but on this armor I am a big fan of the glitters, and I really like the top, the necklace. This is the Elite Cancer armor from the Factions campaign. You can find it within the Defined Path after defeating Shiro in the Imperial Sanctum mission. It will cost you 60 platinum, 350 cloth and 35 bolts of silk. I actually had to do the Imperial Sanctum mission several times just to get this armor because I kept forgetting materials. So whatever you do, don't do that. It was also one of the first armors I got for my Elementalist, and I think it looks great in black. The Elite Kurtzig armor, you can get it within the Vastberger Armory, another faction campaign outfit. It will cost you 60 platinum, 350 cloth, 35 bolts of silk and 70 chunks of amber. Like the Flameforged armor, I'm not such a big fan of this armor. I do, however, really like the details on the top and the top itself. The Elite Luxon armor from the Factions campaign. You can get it within Leviathan Pits for 60 platinum, 350 cloth, 35 bolts of silk and 70 jaded shards. I don't really know what to say about this armor. The details are nice and the bottom looks a bit like that of the Hydromancer out of the first campaign. But overall, it's nice armor. The Elite Sunspear armor from the Nightfall campaign. You can get it within the command post outside Sunspear Sanctuary. It will cost you 60 platinum, 350 cloth and 35 bolts of damask. This armor has a certain feel about it, so in my opinion this armor is the kind of armor you need when you want to do the Elementalist dance. So voila! The Elite Fabian armor from the Nightfall campaign. You can get it within the Kodash Bazaar. It will cost you 20 platinum, 175 cloth, 35 bolts of linen, 14 rubies and 14 sapphires. Again, I like the details on this armor, especially the necklace, or however you want to call it. It looks a bit like it's made from wood. Here we have the Ancient armor from the Nightfall campaign. You can get it within the Bone Palace for 40 platinum, 350 cloth and 35 bolts of linen. I'm not quite sure why I bought this armor. The top looks really nice, I must say that, but I'm not a fan of the pants. I'm, however, no fan of any pants, for that matter. Here we have the endgame armor of Nightfall, the Primeval armor. You can get this armor at the Thorn of Secrets after defeating Abaddon at Abaddon's Gate. It costs you 60 platinum, 350 cloth, and 175 wooden planks. Personally, I would murder for this armor. I really like the top. This armor set I use a lot when I mess around with armor combinations. So yeah, I think it's pretty damn neat. Here we have the Norn armor from Eye of the North. You can get this armor in Gunner's Hold for 40 platinum, 350 tanned hides, and 35 fur squares. I like the whole winter aspect of this armor. It's kinda cute, and for once I do not mind the pants. This is the Azuran armor from Eye of the North. You can get this armor within Reta Sum for 40 platinum, 350 tanned hide squares, and 35 steel ignats. I don't have much to say about this armor other than it looks like the Elite Luxon and the Elite Era Hydromancer, but it's pretty okay. This is actually one of the core armors, the Obsidian armor. You can get the Obsidian armor within the Fissure of Woe after completing several quests. You can enter the Fissure of Woe from the Temple of Ages in the Prophecies campaign, Zinku Corridor within the Factions campaign, and the Chantry of Secrets within the Nightfall campaign. The armor will cost you 60 platinum, 350 bolts of cloth, 35 Deldrimor steel ignats, 105 globes of ectoplasm, and 105 obsidian shards. At first I did not want to buy this armor because I don't like it that much. It actually came to me as a challenge from one of the officers within my guild, and as an armor addict I decided to take this challenge and buy the armor. So I farmed my ass off and I got it. We also have a few extras for your characters, like the Tainted Spectacles, which I like to call the Blind Man glasses, the normal spectacles, which are kind of the Harry Potter glasses, the Slim Spectacles, which makes you look like you're somewhat of a teacher, the bandana, see the back. The bandana actually has a pattern on it, especially if you dye it in another color it would be a bit more visible. And you got the blindfold, which you can't dye. It doesn't matter because it looks good anyway. Of course, we also have a few gloves, like the Destroyer Gauntlets, which is kind of magma-like thing. You also have the Glacial Gauntlets, which makes it look like it's kind of icy. When you go underwater, they won't show at all. And we got the Chaos Gloves. I'm still missing 2 armor sets, which is the Deldrimor armor from the Central Transfer Chamber and the Monument armor from Eye of the North. I also don't have the Dragon Gauntlets. I do have those on my Assassin, but I can't show you those on my Elementalist. The Stone Gauntlets, the Crown, and the double face paints from the Norn. I'm still saving for those, so you will all have to wait a little bit longer. I hope you all enjoyed the show, and I hope to see you all next time. Thank you.
Shelter from this thunder, calling heaven. Take me away from time and season, far, far away. We'll sing with reason. Prepare a throne of stars above me, as the world once known will leave me. Take me away upon a plateau, far, far away from fears and shadows. Strengthen my heart in time.
I'm making it too long of a story.